question came through an email, which we're more than happy to answer the questions via this video you find on the website. And the question came about table saws, not the type you see with a circular power saw, but actual table saws that we would use back in the days. We actually would use them to radius the table. The table saw, like the coping saw and the keyhole saw, are all compass saws. And when you look at this one here, this is an actual keyhole saw. Most of the time it is set up into a rip pattern, because think about how we're putting a keyhole in a door. We're usually going down, we're ripping in order to get that in. I've got a cut here showing, so you can see how small the blade is. It's just like a bandsaw. The thinner the blade, the tighter the radius you can cut. This is the radius that I can cut with this saw. This is a 3/4 inch board here. This next one here is what we normally call a compass saw, because it's more apt to be used to cut a tighter radius. Long, thin blade, a slow taper. The shorter I take my stroke, I can tighten up my curve. I can actually cut to the point of almost a keyhole saw, but generally with the full stroke I have about this big of arch. With the table saw, once again, it was designed to cut thicker wood. Tables were usually larger and have a heavier radius to them, and this is the general curve that this cuts. Now, a lot of times these saws, both of these, were cut in a cross-cut pattern, and especially the table saw, depending on the cutter who was doing the sawing, you'll find that the set of the teeth have been favored to the side he intends to cut. So we would tend to, on a cut this like here, we would tend to throw more set out on the inside of the left side of the saw and the right-handed sawyer, so he'll make a nice gentle bend as he goes around. This is right around about a 3-foot radius, which is about as tight as you want to go with a saw this thick here. But that's what these saws were for.